This is Sichamba Jacob. All right, so we've got this question right over here. They're saying find the domain and range of f of x is equal to square root of x plus 3. Okay, so without wasting our time, we're going to say solution. And let's understand what it means when we say domain. So this domain simply means input. Okay, so what you're able to plug in to get something. Okay, and when we say range, okay, this simply means output. So this is what you need to remember. Now look at this. Here, when you've got f of x is equal to 2x, okay? And they ask you to find the domain. So the domain will be any number, okay, that when you plug in here and here, it gives you something. So for argument's sake, let's say we want to find f over 1. So our domain will be a 1. This one is a domain. So we'll put it where x is here and here. And when we put, it will look like this. And our answer here is coming out to be equal to a 2. So in this case, we can say our domain is a 1 and our range is a 2. So these are the two things that you need to remember. Okay. So now let's go back to the question that we have. The question here, we have f of x is equal to square root of x plus 3. So the way it looks here, we can't really find the domain. Okay, so we have to do something in order for us to find the domain. So as we are finding the domain here, we need to understand that the answer or whatever domain that we're going to find should not be a negative number, because if we get -1, this won't work. Any number that should be inside here should not be a negative. Okay, so what we can do in this case is that get what is inside the root, that is x plus 3 is equal to 0. So just get what is inside, equate it to 0, and then solve. X is coming out to be equal to -3. Okay, so that's the first number. So when you see this is the boundary, okay, it's a boundary, -3. So when you look at this -3, if we get it and then put it here where x is, this is what we're going to get. And when we simplify further, it will give us a square root of 0, which is just a 0. So this one holds. Now, how are we supposed to show that this -3 should be included? Here, we're going to say x is greater or equal to -3. So this is our solution. Or if you want, you can say, I'll explain in details. Okay, we use this. Okay, so now how do we get to use this right here? So we can say our domain is what? Is x is greater or equal to -3. So any number that you get which is greater than -3, starting from -3 and going upwards, it will give us a positive number inside here. So that's a domain. And if you don't want to write our domain like this, we can say x is a member of -3 to infinity. So you see, from -3 all the way to infinity. Okay, so that's it. Now for the range, what we can do here is just to say, okay, since these values are going to the positive, so just get the minimum value. Okay, what is the minimum value? It's a -3. So when we get the function that we have, and then we substitute -3 where x is, this will give us a square root over 0, which is a 0. So for the range, it will start from what? From 0 all the way to infinity. So 0 all the way to infinity. Or we can say x is greater or equal to 0. So this is the range. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.